Welcome to another episode of the RIP 28 podcast. The RIP 28 podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends can get together and we can talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we're going to keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I'm joined by a few of my good friends. Man, we'll start this thing out in the top left corner. Mr. Presidente, how you doing, El Presidente?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy C. Nez. Let's get it going.
Over on the other side, the original G5 monster. What's going on, Mr. Monster?
Not much. We do still reporting live from the south down here in the low country. You heard me?
Down there, we got the educator's educator. What's going on, LBZ?
What it do, it's your boy Beezy the Great, the educator's educator. Just here to educate Jawan on a few things and help my brother out.
Speaking of Juwan, we got the Dr. J down there. What's going on, Doc? How you doing?
Hey, what up? I don't know about him educating any me, maybe y'all other guys over here, but it's good, man. Got my COVID shot and ready to go. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Hey, since he a doctor, he too good to be educated. That's what it is.
That's what he telling us. He too good.
Yeah, he a little uppity. He's
Hey,
light
man.
skinned.
Talking about that COVID shot. Did you go to the white folks out of town to get the shot?
No, my wife giving them, man. She called me and said, "Hey, yo, come down to the store." So
I don't know, man. I just want.
White privilege at his finest.
like I said, we diversified. She got the Pfizer one. I got the Johnson & Johnson. So if something go wrong, at least one of us will be around.
Hey, ship me a couple of them, man. I need to get a shot. I don't want to wait 2 weeks for the second one. I'm taking the next one the same day.
Hey, I guess since I read that Johnson & Johnson had to throw away some of their dosages, I guess it'll be your wife still around. That was the setup. That was the prenup.
Yeah, I just read that today too. I was like, oh Lord. So
I was fighting to get one to one. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that Johnson & Johnson at one time. I read that. I was like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna get that Moderna.
No, man. I'm gonna keep on praying on it for a couple of more months. I'm put it in the Lord's hand and keep praying and washing my hands and social distancing. I need to see how this thing.
For you washing your hands.
Yeah, hey, man.
Taking bath about 2 years.
Hey, Sly. They said you exempt from it. They said if you didn't have a neck, you couldn't catch COVID.
Oh well,
so you was exempt.
I guess I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, man. Hey, speaking of being good and being out there, man, we want to.
Yeah, you good for a while, bro. You could put it off a couple more months.
We want to let everybody know, man, we are everywhere you need to be, man. The RIP 28 podcast, man. Make sure that you subscribe to us. Make sure you watch, you listen. Well, I mean, you're already listening if you're on right now. But make sure you subscribe, man. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Podbay, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Man, we are all over. But see, here's the thing, man. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you checking us out. But make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Man, it only take you 5 seconds to hit that like button or hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to be honest, if you don't hit the like button or you don't hit the subscribe, man, your parents probably just ain't raised you right. That's the only reason I can see that you wouldn't hit the like.
Something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you, man. Something wrong with you, man. Man, hey, it's been a lot going on in the world, man, these past 2 weeks, these couple of weeks, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. But everybody on this panel, man, we're all ex-athletes. And something kind of hit us hard is this Deshaun Watson case, man. We'll give you a little bit of background of what's going on, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, quarterback for the Houston Texans, out of Gainesville, Georgia, led his Gainesville high school team to a state championship, went up to Clemson, broke all the record books at Clemson, took Clemson to a national championship, won a national.
Tigers.
Whatever. It should have been a Gamecock, but that's a whole nother story. But he took Clemson, won the national championship at Clemson. Then the young man got drafted by the Houston Texans, won the starting job at quarterback at Houston Texans, and then, went on and he's a budding star in the league, man, a budding star in the league. But for all us football fans, we know that Houston is kind of like a big clusterfuck in Houston, man. They got an owner who don't know what they doing. The owner signed a preacher from another team to be the advisor to the team. And the preacher is giving advice saying, well, I like this man's spirit. He should be on my football team and stuff like that. And that's who advice that the owner's taking. So they done traded away star players, cut star players, and finally, they finally fired the coach. And Deshaun Watson had one thing. He said, I'm the star quarterback, man. I'm the man. The team kind of revolves around me. When you hire somebody, can you at least talk to me about who you going to hire? My word, you don't have to hire who I want you to hire, but at least just talk to me. Owner didn't even talk to him. Owner said, fuck it. I ain't talking to you. So Deshaun Watson said, hey, I want to be traded. I want to get out of this dumpster fire. And next thing you know, 18 women pop up out of nowhere and say Deshaun Watson sexually harassed them. Now, inappropriately touched them and was a sexual predator toward them and all of that. Now, these 18 women were 18 personal masseuses, personal rubbers. And they said, I don't want to downgrade a woman's story just because of her career path, but, that's what they did. So, fast forward, none of these women decided to press criminal charges, but all of them said, we're going to sue you. And they all got the same lawyer who happens to be the neighbor of the Houston Texans owner.
It's crazy.
That sounds a little funny to you, eh?
I heard everybody from Clemson. I heard everybody from Clemson like that.
Yeah.
I can't do them and laugh at that. But, okay. That sounds like a conspiracy, though.
Do it sound like a little bit? You said it sound like a conspiracy, man. It sound like they trying to set my man up.
All lies, man. All lies. That dude been a model citizen since birth. Ain't too many dudes. You ain't gonna find a good dude as Deshaun Watson, and they just do that man like that. It's Houston. Hey, we're a billionaire. I kind of realized that, man. These dudes live on another planet than us, man. They think laws and all that stuff don't apply to them, and it's a setup, bro.
It's definitely a funny situation. All of a sudden, when this man asked to be traded to get the hell out of Houston, not one, not two, not three, like LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, but 18 women. All of them have been wronged some way sexually with Deshaun Watson. But you don't go to the police and say, this man has violated me in a way that's I can't take. But you go to this lawyer and say that I want to press a civil suit. Sounds like bullshit to me, but I don't want to say what happened to a female and down, like you said, sliding downplay it. But I got a big nose and I'm calling bullshit.
You gotta be politically correct, right? So you don't want to say that it's full of BS, but
bullshit. No, excuse me.
It just doesn't sound right. Like y'all said, this dude had a clean record. And think about it, why would he even have to do that? Literally,
Well, here go two trains of thought, man. There's two trains of thought to this thing right here. The women who are accusing him, they're all private masseuses. They're all private, people I guess he's met on IG or whatever who decide to come and rub him down. To me, that seemed like he done met a couple of hookers. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like. On the outside looking in, it seemed like he done went and tried to buy him some pussy because he don't want to deal with the headache of a girlfriend. And here's the thing. The one thing they say about
a girlfriend.
But here's the thing okay. Well, black men don't cheat, so yeah.
He didn't want to
Exactly.
deal with the side pieces. Put it that
Yeah.
way.
And the one thing they say about hookers and prostitutes, man, you not paying them for sex. You paying them to leave. And so and so maybe that's his thing. He figured he can go and rent him a couple of hoes and do what he gotta do, and they'll go on about their business. But now it look like, he might have rented these hoes and it's backfiring on him.
But you wonder, like, with the way social media is these days, and the way you could just scroll down Instagram and just pick a chick, right? You wonder how many NFL players or how many NBA players actually partake in stuff like that. So I just think
Yeah.
he got caught up in just what everybody else was doing, and all of a sudden, uh, they just trying to get him, the whole team,
Yeah.
I mean, the owner.
I mean,
So,
I look at it like this, man. At the end of the day, them people gave him what, 150 million, 160 million when he got his new deal earlier this was at the end of last season, whatever for his contract extension. And once again, at the end of the day, we playing that's a child's game. We played up to the highest point we could play it, but that's a child's game, game of football. And you decide because they didn't associate with you, they didn't discuss with you about who the coach is gonna be, to say you don't want to play no more after a billionaire gave you almost a quarter bill. Like, I mean, what you expect, dog? You can't just think you just gonna walk out the door that the man that gave you over $150 million. Like, I don't know. To me, it's wild. So, I mean, of course, if I'm the billionaire, I probably would have did the same thing.
I don't expect them to try to ruin your life. That's crazy.
I mean, they're just trying to ruin his character so no other team want him, basically. I mean, that's really what they're trying to do. Trying to
Like,
force
Yeah,
his hand to
it's a
come back.
smear. It's a smear campaign.
But
It's a
now,
smear campaign.
but okay, so he be like, dang, I ain't going nowhere. So now he your quarterback. You cool with that? You cool with that with somebody with that reputation? If you
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what they're trying to do. They gonna trust me. If he don't come back, they're gonna sue him just like the Atlanta Falcons sued Michael Vick when he went to jail for the dog fight. They're gonna sue and get that signing bonus back.
that was real.
And it's the NFL. They'll cancel that contract.
That was real though. I think this fake.
Some of the women got affidavits, dog. So obviously he had them girls signing gag orders.
I mean, if you do that, then they can't say nothing. Then they can't sue him.
Well, here's the thing, man. The thing about a gag order and those affidavits, man, you can sign them and all that type of stuff. But if you don't have nothing, what you gonna sue me for? You know what I'm saying? Like if Chance came to me and Chance said, man, you gonna sign this no speaking clause or whatever, and then I went out and I talked. Well, shit, Chance, what you gonna sue me for? You know what I'm saying? What you want? You know? You can't get blood from a turnip. So those I don't know what you call what's the name for them clauses, but that don't really mean nothing in the long run if you don't have nothing to lose.
Non-disclosure agreement.
Non-disclosure. There you go.
Hey, Chance speaking like a pro. He might need to defend Deshaun Watson.
Hey, and at the end of the day,
I was gonna say,
go ahead.
if it was Sly LeBron, with these charges, I might not be surprised, but not Deshaun Watson, not D. Watt.
Well,
not a Clemson graduate. Yeah,
you don't know what the owner probably gonna get them girls, man, just for doing what they did. The owner probably doing something.
well, the one thing about that Chance keep bringing up is I guess a little bit his character, man. From everything I've ever heard about Deshaun Watson and everything most people say about Deshaun Watson, he's a high character kid. Well, I say kid, but he's a grown man now. But he's a high character guy. You've never heard anything negative about the guy, and then all of a sudden, he come out, he done sexually assaulted 18 women. Yeah, that's
and
with the possibility of more.
Drake,
They
like
say.
Drake, you said he got a $250 million contract. He ain't got to assault nobody. All he got to do is walk in the club and say, "Hey, I'm Deshaun."
You know that. I know that. Them boys don't think like that, man. Them boys want them exotic. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no
bingo.
Then you got I don't personally know him, but you got to
bingo.
wonder, does he have game? Like if he got
Yeah.
game, then yeah, right. But if he doesn't, and he's like a cornball, but he can play football. And then it might be easy for him just to scroll through IG, order him up
Right.
a masseuse, and,
Right.
and get his rocks off. So
Exactly.
who knows?
See, you thinking from a different point of view, Chance. You thinking, you a man, in your day you had a little bit of game about yourself. You know what I'm saying? In your day, long time ago, before you got married, long time ago,
Yeah, still.
long time ago before
It
you
don't
got
never
married.
go no.
Yeah,
It don't
okay.
go nowhere.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
trying.
whoa,
I'm
whoa.
trying to shoot you some bail now.
Hey, producer, edit that part out.
Hey, you
Hey,
gotta run
Sly,
game
hey,
on your wife all the time. You got to still play the game.
But
hey,
but but
man.
but here go the thing. You talking from the situation of a dude who got a little bit of game, and like Jawan was saying, man, we don't know if Deshaun Watson understood his power. You know what I'm saying? Understood that he had some game. And so maybe he was just scrolling through. You think it's easy once you get that type of money, you can go and say, look, I want you, I want you, I want you like that. But if he ain't had no game, he ain't had no rap. You know what I'm saying? He might have had the strong arm to pussy.
Man,
You know.
Man, hey, listen
he go to
here.
football
Don't
team.
sit up there and be don't sit up there and be fooled. We all know money talking bullshit walk. When he got the when he showed that green, he don't need game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got no game.
He don't need no game. What kind of game he need?
You just walk in the club and say, "Hey, I'm buying the bottom, man."
Hey, hey, game is for cats like me and you, Sly.
But see, here go the thing. Here go the thing, LeBron. He don't need no game to get the average chick. You know what I'm saying? He don't need no game to get the look. When Chance say he go in that bar and say, "Hey, I'm buying the bar," well, you gonna have a flock of them run at you just because you flashing that green like that. But what's it to say he don't want the ones who run at him like that? He want the one who sat in that corner, and he don't have the game to go and get the one who sat in the corner.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
He
so
don't have to.
who said
He
all
don't
these?
have to have that. When he can write out a 6-figure check,
Who said these
them,
masseuses?
them women turned on. Hey, come on, man. Let's
I
be
mean,
real here now.
but
I'm trying
like,
not to get into this because y'all are three
but
married
like you
men.
saying, bro,
I'm
like you saying,
trying. I'm
bro, I'm with
trying
you.
not to do
We
this
know
thing like
dudes.
this.
We know dudes on the same financial level we on that'd rather go to the strip club and pay the 125 and 225 and 250 right quick. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no difference. It's on the higher scale.
Pay $250 for what?
A
Boy,
dance, a
stop.
dance,
Boy,
just a
stop.
dance, just a dance.
Boy, stop.
That's
Hey,
all. A
It just
yeah,
dance.
I don't know no I don't run in that circle with none of them guys that rather do that. But if that's the guys that y'all running with, I don't know. I'm just saying, I know y'all say these exotic women were turned on by the Ray J's. Come on now, let's keep it real. These
Hey,
same women we speaking of, they with Ray J. And I know he ain't on the same financial level as Deshaun Watson.
hey,
So
so
I'm just saying, it ain't likely that it's a woman out there that Deshaun Watson don't have the money to get, whether he has the game or not.
but
so,
see,
so
but that
who
that's
said these exotic people is exotic? Who say these 18 women is exotic women?
No, I'm not speaking to who those specific women.
I'm
I'm
talking
speaking to the
about
comment of saying that the exotic woman he may not be able to get because of this, that, or the third.
what.
She is
I'm talking
turned
about
on just like she turned on by that money, just like these scallywags is that Sly running with.
I was talking to Sly because he was saying like that he ain't got no game or all this, and I'm like who knows these girls ain't exotic. They just working.
No. When I use the word exotic, I don't even know if I use the word exotic. But I don't mean exotic
I
as in.
said exotic far as what he ordered.
Okay,
What
yeah,
suits he
okay,
probably was ordering.
yeah. Well,
Exotic
well,
probably chicks.
I'm not saying exotic as in a different race or he could be trying to holler at a sister. But what I mean is when he flashed that money, some of these, yeah, a lot of these, most of these women got more game than we got. To be real with you. But when he flashed that money, he might have flashed that money thinking, I'm just putting his name out here. He might have flashed that money thinking Holly Berry was gonna run at him, but Holly Berry ain't run at him Vivica Fox ran at him. He don't want no Vivica. He don't want Vivica Fox. He wanted Holly. So he done flashed that money hoping to attract Vivica. I mean, hoping to attract Holly, but Holly ain't come. And what I'm saying is he don't have the game to go over there and get Holly. That's what I mean by having the game to go and get her when that money, because now true enough, everybody know money talking bullshit run the, I mean bullshit run the marathon. But when I tell you these women got more game than we got, they see him flashing that money, but the smart ones, they play that role. They play that role. They be like, nah, let me sit back. Let me sit back. Because everybody want what they can't have. So
Yeah.
maybe a couple of them women was something he couldn't have. Now, me personally, I'm just saying that maybe. I'm throwing that maybe out there. I don't think he took no pussy. I don't think he did.
Saying they was at his house. It ain't like he was at the club trying to make on something. They came to his house willingly. You know what I mean?
But
I,
that still don't mean he has the right to have sex with him if they was at his
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my last comment on this, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. Just remember, Jawan Kennedy is married. Dr. J is married, y'all. So it don't take a whole lot of game to get these women like that. So let's just put that in perspective. JK, our guy that we all know and love, is happily married to a beautiful queen.
And she make money.
And she
Hey,
got
hold on.
and she's
We're
smart,
find
and
out.
she has the intangibles, so let's just leave that right there, guys. And let's
Hey,
just
bro, hold up. Hey,
transition.
bro, hold up. We're gonna get JK to answer the question for Deshaun. Juwan, what's the percentage of Caucasians to other ethnicities at Clemson?
I don't know that. I
I'm just saying, I'm your
don't know
visual.
that answer.
Man, you was at Clemson for 12 years. You know the answer to that question.
He said, I don't
I'm
see
your
color.
visual. I'm your visual. Not necessarily the specific number.
Yeah.
Google it.
Clemson is mostly a Caucasian school. And
All
so
right,
percentage wise,
then. There
it
we
might be
go.
10% African American or something
All
like
of them play
that.
football.
Probably not that. It's probably like heck, it probably was 10% when I first went to undergrad. Now it's probably like 5% or something.
All of them play football.
Exactly.
Well, when
Hey.
you was there, Jawan, you contributed to the Caucasian population. You did
get
not
your game
steer
up.
those numbers in the Negro
Can't
direction.
get your game over. You can't practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
man, but it's crazy because y'all mentioned a little bit earlier, that he had a girlfriend. So maybe he need to go and find somebody to get some advice from, to talk. Cause how he gonna have to worry about dealing with the cheating aspect from his girlfriend. So he gonna have to call up one of these advice counselors. But but the
But
only problem is he might can't call up your boy Derrick Jaxn. Your boy Derrick Jaxn, he done ran into some problems with his old lady
Boy,
and his advice column. So, for our listeners who don't know, Derrick Jaxn is a self-proclaimed relationship guru. He sits on the internet and he talks and tells he sits in his car and he tells all these stories about to these women about how their man needs to treat them and how men should be better men and women hardly ever do anything wrong. But your old boy got caught up. He got caught up cheating. And one of his mistresses exposed him. Well, actually, two of them. They put him on blast, man. What y'all think about this whole Derrick Jaxn thing?
I didn't know who he was actually. I didn't know his name, but I think I saw a video of his before where he was just commenting on something. I didn't know how that he was popular like that, and that females took a lot of advice from him. But yeah, anytime you put stuff out like that on the internet, you become popular. You just got to know that you better do right, especially not do the opposite of what you're talking about. Because you're gonna get. I'm pretty sure he got drugged once everybody kind of found out that what was going on and what he was doing. But it seemed like he kept his wife. So more props to him. He must have knew what to say. He must be good with the mouthpiece.
Hey, only thing about that is I say is when you get out there and you start promoting yourself as something, you become a target. You
Mhm.
become a target.
Like,
Just think about, and we like to use sports analogies on our podcast because we're all former athletes. Think about the guy like Sly. Let's take Sly. Sly was our mouthpiece when we were in high school football. We know that. If it was gonna be a verbal fight, Sly was gonna be a part of it. But also Sly knew playing offense and defensive line, when it came to it, he was a target to the other team. Now he was good enough to, handle his business and do his thing, but you become a target when you get out here and you start self-proclaiming this and self-proclaiming that. People look at you as, oh, okay, well, since he's this and that, let's kind of dig into his background and really see what he's about. Let's see if Sly is as good as he is with double coverage. And people start to pressure on those things, and he got caught up. He fell for the bait.
he just pretty much on whatever Instagram, whatever platform he uses. I mean, he just an actor. You know what I'm saying? his life was just like everybody else's. Other people who doing dirt, but a lot of people got good game. Like you say, Deshaun Watson ain't had no game. He had plenty of game. Talk this junk to these girls, make them follow him and all that stuff. But knowing in the back of his head, he do the same thing. He probably was laughing all day, every day. Before he got caught up. And then I just thought about this. We automatically think he got caught up, but we saying Deshaun Watson didn't do that. So we kind of contradicting ourselves here. He might be innocent. There might be them girls trying to get some money too. They think he got some cheese or something.
Well, nah,
Well,
he
it's
admitted it.
already proven. Yeah, it's already proven he cheated.
You know, they,
So
they
it
had
ain't like Deshaun Watson.
He
yeah,
should
they
have
had
had
He's
a
not
story.
innocent
He
until
should have
proven
had a
guilty.
story like Deshaun.
yeah.
What'd you say?
He should have held on to a story like Deshaun did then.
Hey, man, I always say no face, no case.
Hey, there it
If you
is.
ain't
Hey,
got me on
man,
tape, I ain't did it. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
man,
Hey,
that dude Jason used reverse psychology, man. He was out there hating on the common homeboy, and telling little secrets and trades to the game, and using that for reverse psychology. The women fell for it. He took full advantage of the situation and got burned in the end. So hey,
you
you,
know,
you lay in the bed you make.
I'm glad you said that, Dre. I'm glad you said that because a lot of women had a problem when men would tell them Derrick Jaxn ain't no good. Derrick Jaxn, he full of shit. He full of shit. A lot of women had a problem with hearing that. But this is the reason. Derrick Jaxn was problematic for a lot of black men, not because of what he was saying, but it's because we knew who he was. See, men are constantly positioning themselves for pussy, either instantly or long term. Now, normally, it's through the things women find most endearing or vulnerable. Like, for example, men that work with children will continually highlight this fact in their profiles on Facebook. They post in their pictures on Instagram. It's called positioning. Now, the inspirational brother, he always had words of encouragement for the ladies. He'll speak of love and finding it. That's positioning. And then the funny guy, he'll always have them jokes. Always the good times, the laughter. Laughter leads to comfort. Comfort leads to the walls coming down, and then
That
them
guard,
panties coming down too. It's called
Amen.
it's
Amen.
called
He over there,
positioning.
he over there preaching.
Here it is.
Hey,
Now,
hey,
see. Hold on. Let me finish this. Now, see. Now. When ladies. Now, this to the
Pastor
ladies.
Williams.
This to the ladies. When your boyfriend, your husband, or whoever you know who take a issue or a problem with someone on your timeline or in real life, someone like Derrick Jaxn, it's not because they a hater. It's because we know them tricks. We already know them because we done used them as well. And most men done use them tricks. It's just the honest ones that will admit that they have used it before. Now, it don't mean that they cheat. It just means that men are constantly positioning themselves for pussy, and that's what he was doing, man. And that's my little word to God.
That's hey, Fly,
yeah,
that's well said, man. you see the guys on your if you still have Facebook or whatever social media that's playing that position slide. You know how it go. You know how it go, man. That's a part of it. And like I said, he fell for the bait. He fell for the
Yeah.
bait, man. He got too big for his britches, and the walls of Jericho came tumbling down.
Came
And
tumbling
when they
down.
came, when they came tumbling down, it hit my boy hard. He was on there begging then.
And now it's crazy now because I
He was
just
Keith
So,
Sweat.
go ahead, Chan.
I'm about to say some real predators out here, man. I got a good friend, and don't let no girl say something bad about her man on Facebook or Instagram. Say, oh, bump, get me in, blah blah blah. Hey, as soon as he see that, he right in the DM.
It's
Trying to
that
capitalize.
it's that
uh,
positioning. It's that positioning, and it's funny you talk about that. You talk about that guy playing that friend role, because now three of y'all married. Dre, Juwan, and Chance, y'all married. Now it's interesting you play that friend role. Now, how y'all feel about friends of the opposite sex? You know what I'm saying? Now how you feel about a dude being your old lady friend, or vice versa? How your old lady feel about chicks being your friend? Can it happen? Now, go ahead,
it,
Chance. You right there.
hey, I think it's a hard deal. Well, I put it like this. Yeah, let me give you, I guess, my situation. I ain't really got time to hang out with y'all, and like you live in the same town with me. So I mean, if you got time to actually, go hang out with this girl and all this and all that, I think that's a problem. I mean, you can be it's different types of friends. You can be friend where like, hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary, stuff like that. But if I'm gonna hang out with Susan tonight, you know what I'm saying? You ain't coming. I don't think that fly in most relationships.
Yeah. What about
I,
you, JK?
yeah, I agree with Chance on them. Like,
Oh,
I don't
hey,
know, I don't know
pause,
what.
pause for a second. Pause for a second. You notice when Jawan answered this question, Jawan was looking over his right shoulder. 'Cause the wife
Yeah,
right there
okay.
some way by him. He got to act. He got to be
Look,
careful how he
look,
answer this.
look, look. Now,
Hey,
I
that
agree with
brother
Chance.
smart,
Like,
Sly. That
I
brother
don't
smart.
know. I don't know where you find the time, man. Like I don't have the time, and any female friends that I do have, it's like I might talk to them once a year, just to say, hey, okay, hey, how's it going? But other than that, I don't have the time to do that. And I think if you are doing that and you have the time to constantly talk to some female outside your relationship, then most likely that's a problem. Because it's causing that other female to think, oh, you might have a chance, right? And so, yeah, I would
Well,
say to any married guys, probably you probably shouldn't do that. And keep them at bay. So don't give them hope.
I guess I look at it like this. It's more like how Drake said it, no new friends. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was already, like my wife in particular, like, she had a couple of guys that was like her so-called friend or whatever. But I just told her straight up, like, hey, if I can't meet him, you know what I'm saying, this man don't acknowledge me, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention to all the facial reactions on site. Is your eyes lighting up when you see my wife and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this: if y'all supposedly friends, then he shouldn't mind having a full blown conversation with me. You know what I mean? But if he keeping it short and sweet, hey, I ain't gonna be too happy about it. And the same thing go for me. I mean, with female friends I got, but they know how I rock though. Like I've been cool with them. I don't never tried to cross the line, never wanted to cross the line. Cause I mean, I feel like how can you be friends with somebody that you sexually attract? You know what I'm saying? So I
I'm
mean,
a,
I know some people are like, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with that, but nah, I feel like it does.
I'm gonna argue with you on that one, Dre. I'm gonna argue because my female friends I have a few female friends, but once again I'm divorced, so it really don't too much matter for me. But But my
Speaking past experience.
my female friends, I mean, I don't think about boning them, but I mean, if it happened, I ain't gonna walk away. You know, if it come out, I ain't gonna turn. You know, we might be friends just because I ain't get the pussy. That might be the reason we friends. I mean, just to be honest with you, man. You know, when you say you ain't sexually attracted to them, I'm a little bit different. The female friends that I have, they are very good looking women. You know what I'm saying? They good looking women. I do not make any advances to have sex with them. I don't try, you know what I'm saying, like I would a normal broad to have sex with them. But I mean, you know, if they came at me and threw their drawers on my forehead, you know, I'm not gonna be rude. I'm not gonna be rude and turn it down.
You're not gonna be disrespectful.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I'm a gentleman. I'm
But
not gonna. I'm
who
not
am
gonna
I
be.
deny? Who am I to deny a woman the opportunity to give me a gift?
Exactly.
See,
Exactly.
that's the thing.
Why would I be so ungrateful to return her gift without usage? That's wrong.
LeBron.
That's what me and
LeBron, when
Juwan
your last
talking
name
about.
became Jaxn?
Huh?
Hey, that's what
I'm
me
just I'm trying to partake in the gift, Dre. I'm not Derrick Jaxn.
But hey, but now jokes aside, man, it's hard for us men out here in these streets, these heterosexual men out here in these streets, when we already outnumber 13-1, and then you really can increase that because no disrespect, but this gay community growing. So, I mean, it's hard out here on brothers.
Hey, that's what me and Juwan talking about. Though. All right, so say your old lady got a man, right? Got a friend.
I was about to say if she
You
your
got a
lady,
man.
she have a man.
So you decide me?
Hey, so say your wife, your girlfriend, fiance, whatever, got a friend. If she decides she want to give him some, he ain't gonna turn it down. That's what I done school. I try to school a lot of girls on this. That they say they're your friend. They say that we just friends. But if given the opportunity, they will do something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, so I'm like, just keep yourself out of that situation and keep us out of that situation, and everything be all good.
Hey, I've seen sisters and brothers from different mothers that have become lovers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going.
That's just my brother. You my brother.
Yeah,
He my brother.
that's
And he
my
be like,
brother.
yep.
That's my sister. That's
Mhm.
okay.
They-
Okay.
Yep,
Cool.
so is. Hey, but like I said, it might take 6 months, might take 10 years. It might just take that one time that she come to him crying or something, and then things turn to different
Right.
things. Next thing you know, they end up getting it on.
That's
Oh,
that
yeah, no,
positioning. That's that positioning Slav was talking
no.
about.
Well,
Hey,
Bron
he's
just
setting it
said,
up.
And they ain't worried about it because they got other girls on the side that they doing it to, all the time. So they like, all right, I can wait on this. If it don't happen,
That's
it don't
right.
happen. But
That's right. That they put that as a
I'm
goal.
in there.
That's a goal.
But I'm in there if it do happen.
I'm trying to tell you, as
no.
soon as that joker mess up, I'ma slide in.
Well, Bron said,
Like
I actually experienced that, but it wasn't necessarily I wasn't in a relationship. I was just kicking it with a chick. And we was in the club. She introduced me up. Oh, this is my brother. Da 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 da. They gave each other a little side hug. And this, that, and the third, whoop, whoop, whoop. But she didn't know I was real tight with one of her homegirls. And so when she saw that me and her was kind of rocking a little bit, she went ahead and gave me the down low on her. Was like, yo, old buddy that she called her brother. She was like, at the end of the night, sometimes we go out, they'll hook up. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't got nobody and she ain't got nobody, they'll hook up at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? So of course I was forewarned prior to making any more advancements in that direction. So I kept it moving. But yeah, that's real talk though. The old brother, sister, yeah.
Yeah, like Erica Badu say, understand the game sometimes. Hey, it's a game out here, man.
Dirty game.
Girls or boys, females or males, learn something.
Hey, what we gotta remember is people out there that don't mind playing the side chick or side Negro role. Cause I'm gonna
Uh,
tell you, I used to be proud. I used to be a proud member of the side Negro clique. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
care. I didn't care, bro. That's you. Whatever you was doing with your guy, cool. Now that was in my, like Slut say, that was back in my long time ago before I matured. But yeah, I didn't mind. Whatever you
mm,
did, that was you. I was just gonna reap the benefits of when that joker messed up. So it's people out there like that. So you have to be careful, man. Can't be too trusting.
I know a few of them. I ain't gonna say no name.
We all done been there, done that.
Quit using your like a brother to me to curve me. I beat my dick to stepsisters for 4 nights a week. Bitch, you're turning me on.
I'm
Wait
telling
a
you,
minute. Hold on.
bruh. Hey, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hold on.
That's what it is out there. Hey,
Hold on, Sly.
that's what it is, man. You
I had
know it.
to read that like 3 times.
Uh,
But for the people listening on Spotify and iTunes, all that, it was a tweet put out a while ago. Dude Daniel said, "Quit using 'you're like a brother' to me to curve me. I beat my dick to stepsis porn 4 nights a week. Bitch, you're turning me on."
Hey,
hey, well, in
everybody
the
that watch
role
that
playing.
kind of porn once in their life at least.
Say what now?
Everybody don't watch that kind of porn at least once in their
Nah,
life.
it done came up on the screen, brother. Done
They like,
Hey
came.
hey,
man. Listen, I had to
what are you doing?
tell some chicks, hey, don't call me your brother. I'm not your brother. My
Mm-hmm.
pappy ain't your pappy, and my mammy ain't your mammy. So don't start calling me your brother because you got titties and an ass.
I'm telling you, man. Man, this whole thing is just
Don't
it's just real.
do it.
It's a real interested sight to
Mhm.
see and stuff to figure out, man. This whole week, man, and we try not to make this a relationship show, but it's like, man, every week we can talk about some fuckery that go on in relationships that
Real talk. That's real talk.
go on in your issues, man. But we getting close to this time, man. We need to wrap this thing on up, man. G5 Monster, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Oh man, watch out for them dudes, man. Watch out for them dudes that's selling your woman a fake game. You know what I'm saying? But nah, y'all good, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all take care of y'all later, man. Y'all stay up.
What about you, Doc?
Hey, don't be like what's his name, Derrick Jaxn.
Ah,
Okay, keep your stuff tight, man. Keep your lady happy at home. All my married guys, keep your lady happy at home. Take care of your household, and don't be worrying about what's going on the outside.
All right, see Nez, what you got to say to get out of here?
Hey, just
bye
like
bye. Bye bye.
Trey talked about earlier, he
Bye
said,
bye.
Drake said no new friend. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, it's cool to have friends, but yeah, when a new dude pop up, yeah, kind of get suspicious.
Mm-hmm. LBZ, what you got to say to get
All,
us out of here?
man, all I'll say is keep your head up, stay safe. And just because me and your brother cool, you not my sister. You still his sister. Like I had to tell Chance sister. Chance my homeboy. You not my sister. So
Whoa.
anyway, Sly, there you go.
Whoa.
And
Oh
that's
boy, you
it,
done took
man.
me out
This
the
is
cookout.
Out of
this
here.
is the
I got
RIP
it.
28 podcast, man. The RIP 28 podcast.
Hey, she listens to the show, she gonna cut you out.
That's why Brian ain't get invited.
Yeah, take that. Take that.
Oh man, we're out of here.
Hey, this man gonna say, "Let me go last," so he can
Right.
Hey, I ain't want no rebuttal, Chance. I ain't want no rebuttal, baby. Hit me
Yo,
last.
all our listeners, man, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the RIP 28 podcast. The RIP 28 podcast.
holla.